Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here in Tucson, Arizona, attending the My Place annual conference. And I got Dan Hilsendeger with me, VP of National Sales. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So approaching sales when it comes to an extended stay property is different than a lot of our friends out there in typical transient hotels might be thinking about. How are you approaching sales on a national basis to keep all these beautiful hotels filled?
Yeah, so we're out there trying to find that project business.
Yeah.
And the infrastructure bill that was passed a couple years ago, that's something that's not just right now, but we're going to see it into the future.
Yeah.
So we're trying to find out all those projects, where they're at, where they're going, who's doing them, and tap into those now.
Wow, I would ask you how to do that, but then they'll get a big advantage
We don't want them to
you.
do.
So what happens once you figure those out? How do you get them to understand the value of My Place?
Yeah, it's tell the My Place story. I mean, I always tell people that we just tell the My Place story, who we are, where we came from, where we're going. Let them know our locations, and then just try to get the rest of our teams involved to try to find the right hotel, the right price, the right time.
Great. Generally speaking, how do you see hotel sales going? Not just for My Place, but industry-wide.
Yeah, there's definitely been a change in the last little bit and going forward, so I know everybody's a little bit nervous about that.
Yeah, of course.
But, on our segment, it's really going strong. I think the one thing we're all getting used to is we aren't booking things 3, 6, 9 months out as much anymore. It's like right now. I mean, over 60% probably of my team's stuff is within 3 days.
That's really scary. And this is not just like within 3 days, like I'm going to stay a night or two, but this could be weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks that people are going to stay.
Yep.
So it must be a challenge to kind of figure out the right type of availability and the right clientele to put in when you're trying to solve the puzzle of maximizing occupancy and rate.
Yeah, it's Hotel Tetris.
Yeah.
We're trying to fit those rooms in at the right time.
Yeah.
And it is hard to know if somebody needs rooms for 12 weeks and they let us know 3 days in advance. And if you're Green Bay, Wisconsin, you got to work around all the Packers weekends. So, you have that to work through.
I'm sorry if I'm distracted now. I got the Tetris music in my head. right, that like Russian feeling song. That's really an excellent point. Any advice you would give to people out there when they're looking to build their sales business and make real impact with potential customers?
Yeah, the big thing is I just got done talking to a bunch of general managers, and I told them, get out there. Make yourself present in your community. Schedule yourself to be out in your community.
Right.
If you just want it to happen organically, it's not going to happen. Because as a GM, you're in your hotel all the time. So you have to know, I'm going to be out from 1 to 3 every Thursday making sales calls and have thick skin.
Yeah.
You're going to get 99 no's.
You got that right.
99 get outs before you have that one yes.
Great lesson on the thick skin part, because this is something I've learned in my business. I used to be so fearful and worried that somebody would say no. No is not no, you are a bad person. No just means not today. I'm not interested right now. It has no bearing on it. So once you develop that thick skin, it's so much easier to build that funnel in a way that something's always dropping out the other end just when you need it.
Yeah, you just never know. I mean, you might get a no for somebody, and 6 months later, all of a sudden, you get that phone call because you left your card on the counter and you walked out, and like, hey, you were in a while ago. I have a need. Yeah. And you're there to take care of them.
Beautiful. I love that. It's a matter of being in the right place at the right time. And thank goodness for this infrastructure bill that is going to help empower our communities to be more successful in the future, and combine that with the daily rate the government is going to be spending is going up for the next fiscal year. So pretty exciting stuff over there. So be good. We'll